I'm widening the vision for girls. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people's end goals is, I want to do a celebrity. Fuck that. Open up something. You know what I'm saying? Own a business. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel like, yeah, I am serving my purpose and I'm happy about it. I'm not being greedy. I'm not overpricing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing what God wants me to do. Even when I could, you know? And I feel like that is why God gave me this dream as well, because it was like, he could have gave this to anybody and they would have been charging a band every class. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my classes are like $50, $60. This room that we're in right now is probably the most expensive class, and that's just because those people are going to charge me to have them come. So yeah.
So Chassidy. All right, cool. So welcome back to Emotion and Success. Listen, man, the episode is a little bit different today. Today we got a person, her name is Chassidy. She's literally killing the hairstylist industry. She's definitely the lady behind the scenes for a lot of celebrities. A lot of the ladies that's getting they
Hair laid.
They getting their hair laid.
Right.
And it's coming from her. She's the person that you guys need to tune into. This is definitely gonna be one of those different episodes. We're gonna talk about the hairstylist industry. We're gonna talk about real estate, her dreams with this school, and just to see everything come into fruition. Definitely amazing. Chassidy, introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are.
My name is Chassidy Autumn.
Yep.
I'm 23 years old. I'm an entrepreneur, boss lady, and I'm a hustler. And yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. So listen, we in your spot right now.
And I'm a Gemini.
Gemini. Wait, what is Gemini month?
The best month.
What month?
Well, it's May and June.
May and June. So that means your birthday's coming up soon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Any plans?
May 27th. I want to buy something else.
A building.
Yeah.
You never know what Chassidy's gonna buy. It might be a building. It might be another school.
Yeah.
That's what you're thinking?
She's coming up. She's coming.
She's coming. Okay. All right, cool. So listen, I want to definitely get into it. Like, we are here in your studio right now. Is it okay? A studio? That's what you call it?
You can call it that.
Or
school.
A school.
Community center. That's what I really want to call it, because all the classes, well, not even to get off topic, but all of the classes are really affordable. They're really cheap, just so that, you know, it's kind of like for the community, literally, like giving back. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So tell people about like your backstory, like growing up. Like, how was life growing up until now? I mean, we still young, but how was life growing up until now?
Okay, wait. What you mean?
Like, how was your like childhood? Like, you started off doing hair young. Like, what some of the things that you did? Like, you know, get into this moment till now.
Okay. I started doing hair when I was really young, because my mom never knew how to do my hair or do hair, period. Initially, I wanted to be a fashion designer, so I used to go to FIT and stuff, but I was still like braiding and just stuff like that. I would do my hair. I would do people at school's hair. I was just doing hair. I've always done hair. And then I would say when I got to middle school, like 8th grade, I would say my mom was like, if you want to take it serious, like, you need to charge somebody at least $20, $40, something. And then I would say I started doing that, but I still had a regular job. Like, I worked at a restaurant. I was a host. And they were paying me about like $14 an hour. And then it just came to a point where at that point I was charging $40 for installs. So I was like, okay, how am I going to make my bag like in a timely manner? So I started timing myself, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna take 2 hours to do an install. If I take 2 hours to do an install, I get $20 an hour. And I'm charging them $40. Like, it sounds crazy, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still getting that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just started like that. And then after that, like, I was always doing hair. I would do everybody's hair in high school. I would post consistently on Facebook. I remember when I first started at Instagram, I would just be using hashtags all the time. And then when I went to college, yeah, I would say God played a huge role. I was praying. Everything that I got, I prayed for. And then, yeah, but then you also learn that growing up. Like, because yes, I'd done all the celebs and stuff like that, but that still wasn't fulfilling for me. You know what I'm saying? So I prayed for it and I got it, but it still didn't feel like I was serving my purpose in the world. So yeah, then it just came to a point where I was searching for my purpose and just talking to God, and, you know, different dreams came to mind, and we ended up here with the school. But there's more to it for why I opened a school.
Yeah.
Should I say that?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So when I was in Atlanta, because I went to Spelman, but when I was in Atlanta, I was doing Cash Doll, Summer, the list goes on and on and on and on. But I was doing so many people.
Before you even get to that,
Yeah.
I also want to ask you, how do you get to these kind of people? Like, is it from Instagram, like from posting?
I feel like I just was posting consistently. Like, I wasn't chasing anybody. Like, my prayers weren't, I want this specific person. My prayers were just like, you know, let the people see me. And that was another thing growing up for me. I wasn't looking to do celebrities at first. Like, my clients were my celebrities. Like, my videos used to be going up based off of me amping people. I used to be saying shit like, shit at me, kidding me. Like, I just used to be so ghetto. And yeah, like, that would attract the people. So I would say a part of going up is just being yourself, being unique, being different. And yeah, that's how they see me. Like, even that, it was like people would chase videos, but when I would go do their hair, they're like, can you do a video and like amp me how you be amping them? I'm like, okay, like, okay, shouldn't be kidding me. Like, so yeah. But what I was gonna say about the school, I was gonna say when I was doing all of those people, I was going on tour, because at that time I had started like a baby hair trend where you like curl the baby hairs and use like a spray to like make it look cute or whatever the case may be. So I went on tour, and it was just like every tour I wasn't profiting from. And you know how they tell you like, oh, like, you know, your first tour you won't profit from. You might be in the negatives because it's your first baby. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then they're like the second one. But it's like the way I like to give my girls an experience, I was never going to see the profit, because yes, I'm doing the flight there and back. I'm doing the Airbnb so I can stay there. I'm getting an event space so that I can set up pretty for y'all. And then I'm decorating the event space, and then I'm providing the stuff for the class. So my students go home with a ring light, a mannequin head, a wig, mad stuff, a certificate. They get food. You know what I'm saying? I like to give a real experience. Yeah. So it was like the profit was never there. So then it was just like one day I was just like, I need to have everybody come to me. Like, I need to stop spending, and then I can give them that same experience every time in one building, and they can just come to me instead of me taking these lights all over the place. Like, everybody come here. So
yeah. But you said something key though. Like, I think that like that part, like we was talking about where the people would come out, they would fly out, they would get a ring light, they would get a certificate, that's like literally setting somebody up to actually go out and actually you can start creating content. Yeah. You can start where you started basically. So like that's nice. That's nice. That's really nice. So now you even mentioned something with purpose. Do you think you found your purpose yet? Or you still,
I think I have, and I'm finding it. Like, even I was on live on TikTok live the other day, and I was just saying, like, not to say I want to die, you know what I'm saying? But I was just saying, like, I'm okay with dying now, because I feel like I'm getting closer to God, one, but two, I'm telling his people about him. That's one. God wants you to bring all of his people to him. And I feel like when people get influenced, sometimes they stray away from what got them to that place. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so busy, and it's so like, oh my God, it's lit, fuck the club up. And then it's just like, you know, but yeah, I would say I found it now, because it's like, I'm helping my community not only, but I'm widening the vision for girls. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people's end goals is, I want to do a celebrity. Fuck that. Open up something. You know what I'm saying? Own a business. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel like, yeah, I am serving my purpose, and I'm happy about it. I'm not being greedy. I'm not overpricing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing what God wants me to do, even when I could, you know? And I feel like that is why God gave me this dream as well, because it was like, he could have gave this to anybody, and they would have been charging a band every class. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my classes are like $50, $60. This room that we're in right now is probably the most expensive class, and that's just because those people are going to charge me to have them come. So yeah.
Makes sense. Damn, that's so nice. Like, even with the relationship with God too, like, cause I ain't gonna front, like, I think my relationship with God could definitely get stronger. Yeah. Like, I think it could. Like, especially like for some of the goals that I want to hit and some of the things that I want to do, like, it can definitely get stronger. And like, just seeing your, like, all your fruition, I'm like,
she did this.
I gotta really,
he like, really did this.
Trusting a little bit more.
You do. And I feel like even with that, it's like, yeah, it's just having your faith. Like, just knowing, like, I'm having these dreams because God obviously wants me to make this happen. Like, I'm not just, this is like, you would have made this come to somebody else's mind if you wanted them to do it. Like, no, you want me to do this and you want me to do it immediately. I feel like that's another thing. When you have a dream, you have to do it immediately. There's so many dreams that I had that I was just prolonging on, or I just felt like, oh, I thought of it. Nobody's thinking of it. And then boom, somebody's thinking of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, once you have a dream, start making efforts towards that immediately. Even if you don't have the funds to buy a space, start looking at spaces. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to put that effort in and show God that you're willing and you have that faith and that you know it's going to happen. Like, and it's just going to happen. Like, he performs miracles, like, literally.
That's so impressive. Like, did you start?
You have to do work and stuff, discipline.
Oh, for sure.
Stuff like that. But you have to know that he's going to come through if you're doing the right thing.
What is your mode like? What does your thing look like you being in that mode? Like, what does that look like?
It looks like no friends.
No friends.
It looks like isolation. It looks like single. It looks like I don't want anything but right now I'm in a tunnel vision. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be a millionaire. I've been in relationships. I've been in those friendships or those toxic friendships. I've been in all of that I just felt like was always suppressing me and like just stopping me from going. Or, you know, like even relationships, I'm a person that is in a relationship and I'm thinking about the person like, oh, you should do this, babe, you should do that. And I don't care not one single fuck about Chassidy Autumn. And it's like, I just came to a point where I was like, I can't afford to date. That's the thing. I can't afford it. Like, cause every time I date, like I'm losing money. Like, and it's like, no, I wanted to change that mindset too. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm losing money. If I was a millionaire, I wouldn't feel like I'm losing money when I'm dating. Like, I would feel like that was chump change. Like, oh, that was just blah, blah, blah. But I'm not rich yet. So that's why every time I'm investing in these people, I'm mad about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, this you can't afford today. Stop dating, focus up, get to where you want to go. And then you really could be that picky bitch where it's like, yeah, now I need a nigga that got the same accolades. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of girls be like, I need this. And it's like, girl, what do you bring to the table? Because I hate niggas that be saying that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, now it's like, you better not question me nothing, because.
So like you said, like investing into your man, like, is that like you actually like what did that look like? Like, you actually going out to dinner, like, is it dinners, or you trying to force him, like, hey babe, here's this great opportunity, you've been talking about this for a while?
I would say I've done all of the above. I've done the dinners, I've been the GC, I've loaded niggas bits, I've gave bitches money. I've done every single thing, you know, like, sorry, something in my throat. But I've done every single thing, even if it's just like trying to, like, even before this, like, my money was gonna go elsewhere to a different investment, but it's just like, it wasn't for me. The investment wasn't for me. I feel like now I'm so stingy with my mind and my time. Like, it's like, I don't even wanna be thinking about somebody. I don't wanna be able to right now tell you about a nigga and put you on. Like, that's wasting my mind that could be about something else that's new that's about to come in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like I'm real stingy with my brain right now, because I just be having so many good ideas, and I love that it's for me. Because before, it used to be for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just like, nah. I'm appreciating my solitude. I'm alone, and I love it.
That's good. That's a fact, because, like, your ideas and your creativity is different.
Yeah. A lot of people are like, did you design this place? I'm like, I drew it. I drew this place.
So, like, even
it was empty in here.
You got
it was empty in here. Yeah, it was empty. It wasn't walls. It wasn't doors. It was just one big empty space. Like, I had to get contractors, get the walls made, get the doors made, get that side made. Like, everything was just empty.
So you put up the wall. You said, I want to do this.
Yes, I did.
Nah, we're gonna do a tour, y'all. But nah, I think that's really impressive, because, like, once you come in here, it's like there's more. Like, oh shit, she got a whole nother side. Like, that's nice. But like, all right, cool. So, like, for the goals for this place, like, what's some of the goals that you got? Because I know you talked about, like, summer youth. you talked about like girls coming here like after school or whatever.
So
things like that.
yeah, I definitely want to do SYEP, just because that's something that I not partaked is not a word.
Indulged
In.
something like that.
Yeah, I did summer youth, and I was doing summer youth since I was 13, since I could. And so that's why I made my school like 13 and up, so that girls of that age can come. Because I feel like at 13, I was so serious. Like, I was serious about hair. I was not playing, So I definitely feel like this would be something that the youth can come and do something fundamental instead of just being outside. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the girls love beauty right now, So it's like, why not? So yeah, I'm definitely thinking about, well, not definitely thinking about, that's definitely going to be happening. And then I want to get into like, so SYEP, what else? I have so much in store. I'm going to do my cancer patients on Sunday. Like, I'm going to be it's so many things that I want to do. But that's why it goes back to I'm serving my purpose. Like, I really feel like I'm just here to help people. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy part is when you help people, I don't know why, but
You just get more.
yeah. So it's just like I'm doing what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's making me a bag. Like, so yeah.
Wow. So when is this thing like? When is this place gonna go live? Like.
In action.
Yeah, everything.
My first class is February 5th, so that's literally next week. This Saturday they come paint the gates and stuff like that. They frost the windows, so we get to take these bags down, and the buzzers go in the doors. So, and then they do their last coat on the outside for the pink. I still have other stuff coming, for the money, as far as like my vending machines, my ATM machines, all that's coming, but I'm not too pressed about it because I do understand that when you open a business, you're going to forever be tweaking it or editing it or wanting to add something or take something away. So, yeah.
So, like, you said something real good just now, like vending machines, like.
This was a bag. I need my bag back.
So, like, all right, cool. All right, so break this down. All right, so now you got, because it seems like you're making a whole lot of different, like, you're making money in different ways, like, even if you're not here.
I feel like
that's
how you become a millionaire. You have to have multiple streams. Like, that's the only way.
Multiple streams, but you're one, but it's multiple different ways. Like, because a lot of times there's people like, oh, millionaire, different streams, but like you're focusing on one stream, one industry, but it's like different
streams
avenues.
In the industry. Yeah.
Definitely different avenues.
And I have flat irons coming out, like, there's a lot of stuff coming out. Well, a whole Hot Tools collection coming out. So, well, it's coming. It's here.
So, all right. So, like, what's some of the other ways now that you do make money, like, outside of hair? Like,
I have my
doing the hair industry.
Yeah.
Kinda.
I have my virtual classes online. I sell them for really cheap. They're like $15. I have a lot of virtual classes, and then I have ebooks. I have but everything is surrounding hair. But yeah, it's just about, I don't know, literally YouTube. I promote hair, so
is different.
Yeah, and then it's like
the
hair, but that's another thing. The hair companies I work with, like, I be tagging these people because they're sending me $1,200 to do 2 videos for them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then not only are they selling the hair, I'm selling the hair. So it's like they give me the hair for free, pay me, and then I sell the bundles and do an install. So it's like, how could you lose?
Right.
That's why I tell people to be on their content. You know what I'm saying? Once you go on content crazy, they're going to want you to use their stuff. They're going to want you to promote their stuff. They're going to want you to be a part of their brand because they know people listen to you at the end of the day. And I'm a hairstylist, so it's like, if the people online is not listening to me, they know that every single client that's sitting in my chair, if I'm telling you, get this hair, they're going to get it.
They're going to get it.
You know?
Yeah, that's so smart. Because now you got the hair listen, y'all, I don't know about this stuff. The hair, you got the hot tools, you said.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Edge brushes, combs.
How about eyelashes? That's that too? Or that's a whole different thing?
That's makeup. That's MUA.
And then hair is something different.
Yeah.
So hair is just, and then you got to go to somebody else and then they do all of that extra.
So I went next door to get my face beat.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. And then is there anything you want to talk about too? Like, I think you got so much things, and like your brain moves really fast. Like, is there anything you probably want to talk about that nobody has never asked you before?
I did want y'all to like get y'all relationship with God together. Like seriously, like he'll make everything happen for you. Like even that, like I don't know. And then just be really intentional about what you put out into the universe. Like don't be that person looking in comments, laughing at the mean shit people saying to people, because then that's what's gonna be in your comments. Like a lot of people be like, why you don't have negative comments? And it's like, I really feel like it's because of what I put out into the universe. You know what I'm saying? Like you just have to be a good person. You don't have to have a clean heart. You know what I'm saying? I would say another thing is don't do stuff with a motive. Like a lot of people don't be realizing that they have a motive, because it's like at the end it'll be good. Like it's good, but it's like you still have a motive if you want something at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, like even if say you lend somebody money, like sometimes people will have a motive where it's like, okay, now they won't be saying it to the person like, all right, now if I ask you for something, you better give me something, but they're expecting it. You know what I'm saying? You have to just do shit. You can't be doing shit and hoping, like low-key hoping they do it back. No, if you're doing something, you just have to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's how I try to move, real intentional. And I just keep God first. Like I really keep him first. I say thank you for waking me up every single day before I touch that phone. Like, yeah, I just dedicated my life to him. And I feel like it helped me, because before I knew I was changing when it was like, you know, a gospel song would come on my playlist while I'm doing hair, and it's like I would want to change it. And I was like, no, bitch, we listening to this and we turning it up. Yeah. How about that? The fuck, and I'm singing the whole song. So it's just like, yeah, I used to be fake ashamed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, and then now I don't know. I just don't care. Like I don't care, and I feel like when you get to that level with him, it'll make you feel like that about everything, because you'll know, like, I'm not trying to impress nobody but God. Like, I want him to be impressed. I don't give a fuck about nobody. I don't give a fuck about nobody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
because, like, I ain't going to front, like, especially, like, when you around certain people, like, certain environments, they be like, and then you thinking, all right, let me turn down the thing because you don't want to offend the person.
But wait,
you don't want to do that.
Let me even say that, like, but the thing is, you have to know, too, like, in order to attract the people that are like you have to be being your authentic self.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can have a whole bunch of phonies around you because you're accidentally being a phony. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even a lot of people that I work with and stuff like that, it's like, they love gospel, you know what I'm saying? Or when they're around me, they like, Chaz, like, I love that you listen. Like, I'm about to get closer, OD, because this is crazy. Like, I want to listen to this, but I'm just not listening to it because it's not a trend. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, just be yourself. Like if you like the other side, you like the other side. If you like gospel, you like gospel. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would say that everybody's stretching their relationship, but that doesn't mean going to church every Sunday. When I first started strengthening my relationship, I was not going to church every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? But I would
start like with virtual church, something like that?
Not even. I just started talking to him more. Like I feel like a lot of us tend to vent to people because people are here and they're like moving around and stuff. But it was like, when I actually started talking to him and he started really answering back or just making things happen, like, or I would just be giving him ultimatums, or I would be saying stuff like, God, if you want me to do this, make this happen. And he would really make the shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Or if you want me to do this, and then it would be like, now if I double back on what I told it, like if I double back, then he would take the shit away. Like it was like shit like that. And I was just like, nah, like I need to just be for real. Stop playing. But yeah.
Nah, you got me really thinking. Like, cause I ain't gonna front. Like, my thing is, I just want to be able, like real talk. I really want to go to a church, but it's like, I don't want to go to a church where it's like a bunch of elderly people. Like, I don't want to go to a place where I have to get suited and booted.
Yeah.
Like, you see how I am right now? I want to be able to walk inside the church and be accepted.
Be yourself.
You know, how it is, you know, and not be looked at a certain way. Like, oh, this, that. Like, I want to be comfortable talking about money in the church too. You know, things like that. You know, it just be so hard. Like, I don't know. I just decide, like, at one point, like around this time last year, I was doing like a lot of virtual church, like with TD Jakes, like Sarah Jakes. Sarah Jakes is
Did you like it?
I loved it.
Okay. What I was gonna say, I would say, yeah, if you feel like being virtual because you don't want to be judged and stuff, I would say to do that. There are churches, you know, that are come as you are. My church is come as you are. When I first started going to my church, I was I wanted to be intentional. My whole thing was just, I want to be intentional with God. Like, I want to have a meeting for God, because at one point I was doing therapy, and my therapist went on vacation for a long time. And that's when I started, like, I've always believed in God, but it was like, I'm an adult now, so now I really understand what the Bible was saying and stuff like that. I'm able to interpret it in my own way. So I was like, I want to be intentional. Like, the same 5 hours that I just spent on going to the club, like, I can wear that club fit to the church. Like, if my church is not it's come as you are, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's like another thing. I feel like it's a head thing. Like, you have to be headstrong. I feel like sometimes, unfortunately, like, churches do have a reputation of judging and stuff like that. But I feel like you have to be headstrong. You have to know that you're going there to build your relationship with God. You're going there to listen to the word. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what y'all looking. I'm not even looking at y'all. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can have my tatas out, anything. What are you gonna tell me? I can't receive the word today? You know what I'm saying? So you just, it's for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta be on some, like, I'm coming for the word. What the pastor said, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's be like that. I'm serious.
Nah, I'm laughing because I love your energy, like, and it's so authentic. It's like, yo, like, you, like, when it's zero fucks given, like, you literally mean.
Yeah, because it's
zero
you and
fucks
him.
given.
You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, fuck you. It's me and him. Like, what? God, if God is not judging us, if he's so gracious, if he be giving us stuff when we don't deserve stuff, why am I caring that you're giving me the stink face?
Yeah.
Like, so?
Damn. But all right, so now I also wanted to ask you this, because you said you was 23 years old, as well. I'm 24, just turned 24 actually.
Kobe.
I feel like I'm getting old, because I was just in middle school. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But like, how do you feel like with having like so much success? Do you think, like, does it ever intimidate you? Like, like the kind of things that you're doing at your age, or you be like, nah, like, I'm too young, like, I can't be doing this, like, I'm too young to do this, like, or has that thought ever ran through your head?
No, I feel like, every single person in life, it doesn't matter. I don't know, some people are really satisfied with their life and stuff, but I feel like, I don't know, like, I'm always grateful and always showing gratitude to God, but I still don't ever feel like, since I know I have more ideas, I don't feel like this is enough.
Or, I mean, intimidated by, like, certain things.
What?
Like what? Like, all right, cool. Like, I'm about to, no, not social media,
What?
but like, I'm about to open a store, like, or I'm about to do this, like, and I'm so young, like, and then let's say, for example, you got an employee or something. The employee is like twice your age and she has 2 kids. Like, things like that. It never, like, ever, like, crossed your mind to be, like, a little intimidated?
No.
Not necessarily
I feel like
intimidated.
the thing is, my mindset be like, we have the same 24 hours.
Yeah.
I worked my ass off. You decided to want love. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not going to say that people just don't want love. There's times, and I pray that shit the fuck away. I need to be where I want to be first. Like, like, the family is cool, but if people are literally saying out their mouth, girl, them kids is expensive, if they're saying that, like, if they're saying it, how is me having a kid gonna make my bag bigger? Yes, people have kids and they be like, yeah, like, it's gonna make me go harder. And it's like, you're gonna go harder and you still have to fend for yourself and that kid now. Like, it's not the same you going hard just for yourself. Like, if it was just for yourself, you would have been far, far. Now it's just, like, kind of standard. No offense, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I could have, like, and then it's like, you got to take care of the kid. You got to put the money to the kid. You got to, I don't know. And I just feel like, personally with me, when I have my kids, I want them to have everything they want. I want to be living for my kids at that point. And I feel like right now, too, I'm stingy. Like, everything I got right now, not that I'm not satisfied, but I'm not even the happiest I feel like I could be. So I'm selfish right now. This is my selfish stage. No. The answer is no to the kitty. So when I do see people like that, it's like, cool. Like, I don't care. Like, as you should, period. You working for me, I know you're going to get a bag, period. Like, everybody's life is different, but I feel like I just be real specific about what I want to do in my 24 hours. Like, and
what does a day look like with Chassidy? Like,
busy as fuck. Like,
what time do you wake up?
I wake up like 9. I go to sleep like 5 or 4 a.m.
Really?
Literally this morning I had to wake up, get a car wash. I went to go do Winnie Harlow for Fashion Week.
What's that? You said what? Winnie Harlow?
Winnie Harlow.
What's that?
She's a model. She's a supermodel.
My fault, Winnie.
She's a supermodel. Yeah, I did her for Fashion Week, so I provided her wig. I went to the city. We were at the Plaza Hotel. It's really nice. And yeah, I did her hair. And then after that, since I only do hair on Saturdays now, I squeezed in my friend who was having a gender reveal today. It's about to start. I had to plug in mad things in the second classroom just to make sure that if all the outlets were on, nothing would power out. Yeah, it'd be like that. I had to send a deposit for the buzzers. It just, I'm consistently doing something. And then, it's so crazy because time, like sometimes, I don't know, like I believe in heaven on earth. So I feel like even when stuff isn't going my way, it's going to go. Like you just have to have that mindset that it's going to work out. Because even my first client, she was for 11:30. I started her at probably 4:30. You know what I'm saying? And it was so crazy. And she was like, Chas, she was like, you know what I did today? Like I prayed and I was just calm. Like she was like, I was calm. It's so crazy. And she was like, all of my other friends was like, that bitch about to start you 5 hours later. And she was like, and I was just like, and I don't care. Like, it's going to work out. Like, we're going to be fine. And I was like, it's so crazy because I prayed last night because I thought her gender reveal's tomorrow. So I just so happened to be on her personal page last night. And I seen a countdown that said going to 0 or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, what, girl? Your shit is tomorrow? Well, today? And she was like, girl, yes. And I was just like, then I text her later. I text her in the middle of the night, like, can you please come for 8 a.m. or 1 o'clock? I asked her to come for 1 o'clock. And it just didn't happen like that, but the day still worked. Like, I was still able to do her hair. I still got to do this podcast. Like, even today, our podcast was for 5:30 originally.
I wasn't tripping either.
Earlier.
It's going to happen.
And yeah, I just knew it was going to happen. Like, I just don't be stressing.
Yeah.
Like, I just give everything to him.
You can't afford to stress, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, yo, she can't make it, bro. Like, it is what it is. What can I do? You know what I mean? Like, there's certain things you just can't control. Yeah. Like, you only can control what you can control at the end of the day.
That
like,
part.
You know, like, other things you can't afford to be stressing out
Gotta
about.
give it to that man.
Like, you have to. So now, you even talked about kids and children, like, you even like real estate. Like, you was talking about buying the whole block. What is that like? What does that look like in your head, like vision right now? Like, what are you thinking? Like a whole bunch of apartment buildings or real estate properties?
Of course, the building has residents upstairs, so I definitely want to.
You renting them too?
I definitely want to own the building itself.
Okay. Whoa.
The whole building.
Nice.
This is like a whole building. Like it's a whole apartment upstairs. So there's like a vegan food on the corner. There's a daycare around the corner. So there's like a whole bunch of commercial spaces downstairs, and then upstairs is residents only. So yeah, eventually I would want to own the building, and if not this one, another one. But yeah. And as far as kids, I want like 5 kids. After I'm a fucking billionaire. And they got money in the account.
It's gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen.
Probably $100K each. Once I could set up each kid $100K each.
You just buy a building each. You get cash flow. Boom, get all directed in there.
I need everybody set up already before they come. I'm not trying to set nobody up while they're here. That's my whole thing.
It's like you said, God gonna make it happen.
He is.
He gonna make it happen the way how you want to.
Or better.
And then, you got any questions, bro?
All right, so yeah, Chassidy, it's Ayo.
Hi.
Hey,
Ayo.
You actually met each other before.
Yes, we have. Yeah, I knew him from his face. Like, I'm like, I remember all faces, but yeah.
Yeah, that was a while back. That was a song. I just got to give you your flowers for this whole, like, everything built here. Like, this is dope. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, if y'all really walk through, like, this studio, like, y'all gonna be amazed. Like, this is super dope. But I do got a few questions. So, like, when we did a brief walk around, I seen that you had, like, a desk set up. You know, we're gonna show y'all later on. But, like...
In the back?
Yeah, in the back.
Okay.
So, like, what made you, because essentially it's like, like, you're that, like, you're a high, like, very skilled hairstylist. And it's like you're kind of giving back, you know, because I'm not even gonna lie. If y'all go on Instagram, especially in New York, you see a lot of these young girls, they want to get into the hair game. Like they want to.
Yeah.
So it's like to learn from somebody like you, and you're not even feeling like, yo, hey, I'm not even worried about, yo, you know, somebody copying or like, you know, stealing like my style and things like that.
Okay, I have an answer for that.
Like, yeah, like what?
Okay,
like,
look,
yeah,
this is how I really feel. I feel like back in the days, like I would set trends and stuff, and I would be like kind of irritated that like I wasn't getting the recognition or stuff like that. But I feel like then it was like, I don't know, I just came to a different mindset. I kept praying to God, like, I need a different mindset. I don't want to be like, because that's bitter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't want to be bitter. I don't want to feel old. I don't want to feel none of that. So then it was sort of like, he just gave me a different mindset. Like, you're the one, right? If you're the one, why wouldn't he keep filling you with trends to set? You know what I'm saying? Let them catch on. Let them. You're the one, right? So you're gonna have something else to give. You know what I'm saying? It just was like that, and then, yeah, it was just like me praying for a change in mindset. I just really genuinely wanted to have a clean heart, because I feel like feeling like you deserve recognition or feeling like that is not a clean heart. Like, you feel like I'm a good person, like I should be getting on my, but it's like, girl, who are you to say you're a good person? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, because I really like the fact you're not gatekeeping these things. Because I feel like this is the first time I actually seen like, yo, somebody build something like this.
Yeah.
Especially for young girls. Like,
yeah.
And I feel like it could have been done a while ago, but I feel like
that's another thing. It's the gatekeeping, and I feel like it's what we see. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our idols are idolizing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them just are looking to be in a picture with a celebrity. They don't have end goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was even just talking about this the other day, and this is something I'm gonna talk about in the lecture hall. But it's just like a lot of the people that set the trends in the hair game, like even if you would say Kim. We say Kim set the hair, but it's like, what happened to her hairstylist? You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck was the hairstylist? Because right now, my friend is her hairstylist. You know what I'm saying? So who really is behind the scenes? But it's like, we don't know, because they're never, not even to say sucking dick, I feel like that's a New York term. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, they're too busy doing that they can't focus on, what do I want to give to the world? You know what I'm saying? Because you just want to be a part of their world. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, everybody could want to be a part of my world. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. So, I just had to give you your flowers for that.
Yeah.
And being like, you know, going forward, like, do you see yourself really expanding this, like, to, like, you know, have multiple locations? Like,
of course. Bigger, better.
Because I feel like this right here is going to go crazy, because this is like the first time something like this has happened. And unfortunately, I can't even lie, like, not everybody wants to go to school. Yeah. You know, because you got to go through the math, you got to go through the algebra, you got to cut through all of that. But some people, I just want to learn here.
And I feel like even with that, it's like, I made it to where it's for our urban community. No offense to any other race. I love all races. But it's just like, I love all God's children. But it's just like, yeah, the mannequin heads that you see in the classrooms, like it's 4A to 4D hair texture. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's for us. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you go to cosmetology school, you learning tape-ins, microlinks, a lot of shit that'll make a black girl's hair fall the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? You learning wigs, but you're not learning with the glue and the baby hairs. You're not learning that. You know what I'm saying? You're learning extensions, but you're not learning a sewing. You know, and that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just wanted to make something for us, the urban community. Like, we don't have that. If you go to cosmetology school right now, the best that you're going to get if you're a hairstylist is cutting technique and coloring hair. And I don't even touch natural hair. So that's that. So when people ask me, they're like, is it a cosmetology school? I'm like, no. They're like, do you suggest I don't go? I'm like, go. I'm not going to tell you don't go. Go. But you could spend $500 over here is all I'm going to tell you, and know some shit and get somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, a lot of people, that's another thing, like, embedded in the brain, like, you have to go to cosmetology school to, but it's like, for what? What is your end goal? If you know your end goal, you're going to know, like, to do hair. You obviously don't need cosmetology school to do hair.
Exactly.
You just learn how to do that shit and you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the end goal that you need that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like, how would you make your school a little bit different from like traditional cosmetology school? Like for like, your students, like how would they be progressing like within the school?
So I have different courses: Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Fridays is the influencer room, so they get to see a celebrity. I get to do their hair, and then they go to the lecture hall where they learn business etiquette, customer service. They learn so many different things in there. And then daily are the courses. So Mondays is braiding, styling, and baby hairs, but then I have refreshers. So it's like they can book that 3-hour course on that first day. If they feel like they body bagged it, they body bagged it. But if they want to come back for a refresher, which is half off, they get to come back again for the same amount of time. And just because I know that they took the first class with me, they're perfecting their skills. But they're so cheap that it's like, bitch, I could take 1,000 of these shits. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and really know something. You know what I'm saying? I got wig and sew courses. I got traditional. I got every single thing. Like,
That's so fire.
Yeah.
So like, even outside the hair, like, would you have like, kind of like nail techs also teaching nails as well, like mixing in or down? That's something down the line.
yeah, that's their vibe. But I feel like I'm open to allowing people to rent like spaces for whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people have hit me up, whether it's, hey, Chas, I want to do a pop-up shop there, or hey, girl, I want to rent your second classroom to teach a class, or you know what I'm saying? So, or people literally have been asking me like, oh, I want to shoot a music video in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's bringing so much that it's like, it can be for anybody. A MUA could come here and teach a class. Anybody can go on a stage and do one person right here while people are sitting in those chairs taking notes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gotta talk about the aesthetics here too, cause like you said, like you can literally rent it out, like, cause this is like, y'all gonna see later, but like, if you walk around here, like, yo, this is somewhere like you really could do a lot. You can do photo shoots. You could kind of just, like you said, music
Different vibes,
videos,
yep.
like different vibes here.
Yeah.
So that's really fire. That's fire. So like, what's some of the big things you got coming up this year though?
Well, I can't say, no, I could say the stuff that's here already. I had talked about that already, like my Hot Tools line. I got some flat irons coming out. Y'all will be able to pre-order for Valentine's Day. What else do I have? Oh, I have the ebooks coming out, Hairstylist Do's and Don'ts, how to buy your dream commercial space ebook. I have another ebook that's like a journal. So it's just like a planner, but on every page, like it says, Dear God, I pray that today, so that you're practicing talking to God. You know what I'm saying? So I have like a few different things that are coming about. Well, they're already here, but yeah, the people don't know yet. But by the time this video is out, that stuff should be out.
That is fire. That is fire. So you said the commercial space. How hard was it to get like this spot? Like this name tag? I know it wasn't, because this is New York City. Like the city, like even to get a spot in the city, I know it's not easy.
Yeah.
So.
I would say I was looking for like 2 months. I was just looking. And it was like, I just knew that, because there was a few spaces. There was one space I wanted so bad. And it was like the realtor that I had at that time. She ended up writing me too, like a few weeks ago, like when I was posting the space, like, I'm just so proud of you and stuff like that. But I had to get rid of her because she was just bringing me down. That's why it's like, you never know who will be the one bring you down. Like, I told her my budget. I told her how much space I wanted. She's like, you're never going to get that in the city. And it was like, she showed me one space, but they still weren't trying to give me that. They were trying to raise the price up or tell me like, no, we want you to buy like upstairs and downstairs and pay higher. And I'm like, no, this is my budget. Like, but I just, like I said earlier, like my faith is so strong, you know? So I just knew I was going to, it was crazy. I just knew. I was like, I sent her a nice message. I put that in the ebook too, like the screenshots, because people have to see, like, anybody could deter you. It can be the people you're working with. They can be like, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you just have to, it's all you. It's a you thing, you know? So, yeah, it was just like that.
Nah, that's fire. That's like, it seems like you really built that mindset up to really, really get like, you know, like it's really up there. Like,
or I just felt like too, it was like when I was getting all these dreams, like, that was after the isolation. I had cut everybody off, and I was like, God, you're doing this for a reason. Like, you're making me not even falling out. I'm not having arguments with these people. I'm just waking up and not liking your energy anymore. I'm just waking up and being like, oh, I don't want to be around you no more. Like, oh, you talk negative and I'm trying to be talking positive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, you have so many doubts. I don't. Why are you projecting those shits onto me? You know, it was like that. And it was just like, after the isolation phase, like I feel like so many people be like, oh my God, I'm lonely. But it's like, you have to sit still. You have to be lonely, like, to hear him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not in these other people. Like, and that's another thing. I don't take advice from nobody I'm not trying to be like. So I don't want to be like none of y'all. I need the advice from the God. What did he say? Oh, okay. I went to church. I heard the word. Even if you don't go to church, you heard the word. You heard what he said for this week, you know? So
that's a fact. Yeah. That's a fact. At this point, you're basically like a role model for like a lot of young girls out there. Yeah. So like, what's some advice you could give to them? Like, let's say they're watching this or they see a clip. Like, what's one advice you could really get to them to really like get to that next level, start fulfilling their dreams, and kind of like really, really achieving what most people around them might say is impossible?
I would say that you have to know that, just like they say, people reap what they sow. If you're really working hard, like, you're gonna reap it. The thing about it is people be too pressed on the time that it's happening. You have to be okay with God's time. You know what I'm saying? People be 50 years old, they want to give up. Bitch, it could have been the next month that you was a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know, you have to be willing to go hard until it happens for you. Until you know you're sitting in your dream. Like, I'm going to keep going hard until I'm sitting in my dreams. And even when I'm sitting in those dreams, I'm going to have new dreams. And I want to be sitting in those dreams. So you just got to keep going hard. I tell people, don't care. Right now, it's a big social media thing. But it's like, you can't care about them numbers. I didn't give a fuck about it. Even today, like, you can't care that one got 10. You can't be hiding the likes. Just don't give a fuck. You posting a post. There was so many people, I'm going to do their hair. They pulling up my old work from years ago. You know what I'm saying? In their saves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, you've been seeing me. You just didn't like my shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you just literally didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? You liked it, but you didn't like it. And it's like, none of that matters. You know what I'm saying? What matters is, like, the real income, you know, like, your life changing, you being able to break those generational curses, or, you know, change your family's lives. Like, that's what matters. None of these people matter. They don't care about you. And that's another thing I feel like I had learned. Like, I'm working with all these people. Nobody offering me a school. Nobody offering me a shop. Nobody's investing in me. They just want me to wake up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. and do their fucking hair. You know what I'm saying? It's not real investments. They buying me shit, gifts. Where's the real life changer? You know what I'm saying? Then I realized I'm the only one that could change my life. I'm the only one that could change my circumstance. Like.
Now that's a fact. Yeah. That just got me thinking. I'm like,
What? You didn't go, like, I just imagine like moving going on in your head, like, one of, like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like,
you gotta consider where they came from.
I know.
A lot more store, but where you came from,
I know.
like, you read a book, like, or something.
Yeah. Came from a lot.
Something.
The struggle, y'all.
yeah, because
The real struggle. I feel like that's another thing. I feel like people be saying that a lot, or like asking me about my past, and I don't dig too much into the trauma, because I just feel like I don't need to tell the trauma story. Like, this is my life. This is right here. Whatever is right now is the life. I don't need to talk about nothing. I don't need to talk about nothing. Like, this is what you're going to see. This is what you're going to know. And yeah, because I feel like a lot of people get up on telling us the sob story. It's like, we're from New York. A lot of crazy shit has happened to all of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of our parents was not having. At the end of the day, we come from a generation of people that weren't, like, you know, girls just started working in 1970. Like, a lot, like, we're changing as we go. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah.
that's fire. This is like, so this is everything that is in this room right now is just manifestation. You know what I mean? So like, this was dope. Like, and definitely like I can't wait till we show y'all the tour, because like it's a lot in here and it's like really, really dope. But definitely like tap in with Chassidy. Like, she knows a lot. Her mindset is on another level, but it's on another level. Like, and I
She got me thinking about picking up
yeah. Real talk.
For real, like, no cap.
Read it and weep.
Real talk. But yeah, this some
I got a question though.
Yeah.
Decade in a minute, like, or a decade in like 2 minutes and explain, like, what's some of the biggest lessons you learned in your here, like 10 years of doing it, or just, you know, entrepreneurship. And like, you started like yelling.
Lessons, customer service. That's all. Customer service. Your customer service is key. Like, you have to not involve your feelings in a business.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of people hear entrepreneur and think like, oh, I'm an entrepreneur, so I can run it how I have to run it. It's still keys to running a business. You know what I'm saying? So I would say customer service. Every message that you send a client should sound automated. Nothing should ever sound like I'm texting somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep it strictly professional. They ask a question, have those automated answers for them. Not too much. You know, I would say be very professional, accommodating, and just be genuine.
That got me, that kind of just made me think about another question. Like, how big was social media and getting you like celebrity clients? Like, how big was it? Who was your first one?
My first ever celebrity, well, I had said this too, but I would say the first people I ever did was the Claremont twins, but the first celebrity I ever did was Mulatto. And as far as social media playing a role, I would say, you know, we're this is a social media generation, but like I had said to Cody, just like my regular clients are what got me 40,000 likes on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? My regular clients were doing that before I met these people. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool that they started coming to me, but that I feel like that's a New York thing too. Like, we feel like we're the celebrities. Like, fuck that. Like, please. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would say what kind of helped me was that I was able to see that I can get there without them, because a lot of advice people give is go do a celebrity. But it was like, even the people that I was doing for those first 2 times, I got like 10 followers from them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So it's just like, And anybody that does here can tell you that. Like, that's why I feel like it depends on what you're chasing. So I got what I prayed for, and it just wasn't satisfying. I wasn't satisfied with my bag. And no, I wasn't one of the girls that wasn't getting paid. You know what I'm saying? They're paying me, but it's like, they're paying me, but they're taking up my whole day. And it's like, I could have done 8 bitches, and they could have all been getting different stuff. You know what I'm saying? That is so much money when I just did one wig install for you because of what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because of what?
Nah, that's a fact. So like, how did how much? Because I know you put a lot of energy. Because if you got, especially customers coming in repeatedly, you're doing a good job. So like, how long does it, like, on average, take you to do one person's hair?
Like 2 hours.
Jeez.
At every service. So if it's a wig install, if it's a leave out, 2 hours.
Damn.
But that's why I say, like, when I started, I was just timing myself. I would always have a timer. Like, I wanted to be, but that's another thing. I would say, don't be rushing. Like, you have to, I don't know, I perfect everything. Like, I need everything neat. Like, I believe in foundation is key. Like, everything is key. Everything has to be neat.
No rush work.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a dope conversation. Honestly, like, I learned a lot personally just sitting from, you know, on the other side of the chair. Like,
Yeah.
damn, now I really wish you more success. I believe this is gonna go up. Like, this school, like this, everything here is gonna go crazy. So I'm glad we're seeing this before it opens. Like,
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me.
yeah,
Like, I ain't going for it. I feel like very, very, honestly speaking,
Wait. Thank you.
that using with like Alan, like actually come and do an interview here.
Yeah.
Even though it didn't go as planned.
Yeah.
I think like being here in this setting was definitely different. At the beginning of everything, like before the big blow up, it's like, yo, we definitely yes. But like I came in, they had things on the walls, like the seats was all empty. They still had rappers on the chairs, like really being able to do like in the groundwork, you know what I mean? Like I be telling Io the same thing. I'm like, it's really an honor for like certain people to come on our show, like even in the beginnings, you know what I mean? Like we're just starting out, like people be okay, cool, like you don't have, 1,000 subscribers, you don't got like all of this, yeah, like.
But like I said earlier, you don't know who is watching.
You never know.
You know what I'm saying? Because security will be up here, of course. You got the pink street, and then the way I decorated was I really wanted it to be a pink street, so we got the bridge. We got the mailboxes just so I can inform them of like late notices, stuff like that. These are the different people that are in the building. This, of course, says Chassidy Autumn. And then these are the different technicians and estheticians. I have a girl that sells jewelry in the first one. She does waxes, eyebrows. She does a lot of stuff, esthetician stuff. These girls do makeup and nails. This girl right here does lashes. This girl right here does tattoo artistry.
Wow.
And this one is a hairstylist. And then since I set it up like a street, the bridge ends right here.
Oh, wow.
This says dead end. And then you have the girls' bathroom over here. And theirs is kind of like mine too, but it's just the opposite. So instead of the walls being pink